short-term online course Basics of Python Module 4. Today we discuss about classes and object, inheritance and iterators. Python is an object-oriented programming language. Almost everything in Python is an object. We have an own attribute and methods. To understand the underlying concept of object, we will take a real-time example. In this world, we have various kinds of cars, and each and every car have their own colors and speed. This color and speed are called attributes and property associated with the car. For example, we should write it car having color and speed. Car equal to color and speed. Note here that these two properties are common among all the cars present in the world. So all the cars having particular color doesn't matter whose color, but they have some kind of color, and doesn't matter what speed they have, but they have some speed. So these two properties are common among all the every cars present in the world. So we will write them as attribute, and this car will be a object. Now I told you that a class is a blueprint of an object. So let's create the blueprint of an object which is a car. To create a class, we have a class keyword and then name of the object with opening and closing parenthesis and then colon. Now you have to write a function which is underscore underscore int underscore underscore def underscore underscore int underscore underscore and then opening and closing parenthesis. This function takes a parameter called self. I will take up about this init function, and this self parameter little on, but at first we understand about this attribute. I will say self.color is equal to red and self.speed is equal to 100. Now understand the self parameter. This self parameter is the reference to the current instant of the class, and that means in Lamon's term we are telling Python that this color is associated with this object called car, and this speed is associated with this object called car. This parameter self is a convenient in programming, but you call it whatever you want or you like. For example, I will say it is an attribute attr, and here also we have to change attr attribute, and attribute we know that here we have created a blueprint of an object. So now I will create an object. I will say there is a Maruti car. So Maruti equal to car. Now let's understand this init. When I have created the instant of this class which is Maruti, this function is being called automatically. That means if we say Maruti and then give a period, and if we press a tab, you can see that we got two values. One is color and another one is speed. Let's see color. You can see that we got an output of red color. That means our Maruti is of red color. Now let's speed of a car. I would say Maruti and speed. The speed of the car is 100. So here we have created the blueprint of our car object, which will be common for all the car present in the world. And here is the object. Maruti is the object. Have been these two properties are attributes. But one more thing I want to mention here, that using self is the recommended. Why? Because it is followed by most of the programmers, and they can easily refer what is happening inside the particular class. And now I just written the code. I will create another instant, or you can say another object. Say BMW. Now let's check the color of this car. It's red. and BMW have some speed which is 100. Now we want to change the value. That means I want to change my BMW car to be a blue color and speed should be 150. Then we have to redefine a new class having some parentheses in this. So this was our original class. Now what I want going to do, I will just change here color and speed. So now we are checking two parameters. One is color and another one is speed. Instead of this, I will say color and here I will say speed. So this color is referring to this color and this speed is referring to this speed. This is the recommended way to write your class. So let's run this cell and I would say Maruti is of class car and it have red color and speed is no. Now let's check the color of our car. The color of our car I would say Maruti dot color. It's red and Maruti dot speed, which is the speed of the car, 120. Now I have to create a new object or new car. Then I will say BMW having car and its color will be blue and speed will be 130. Now let's check the color of the car and speed of the BMW. It's 130. It's 130. So now you can see that how we have copied a real world to a programming using object oriented concept. We will learn about methods. So you should know when you have to use attributes and when you have to use methods. We will use attributes when you define a properties of a particular object. Let's see color, speed. For a square, it could be length of the square. For a circle, it could be a length of the radius and the methods are the operations to perform on the given object. It could be a circumference of the circle. It could be a area of square. So let's define an object and understand the concept of method. I will say class dot circle and then we will define a method in it and we will connect to our class. Circle which is be radius and its value will be 1. So this underscore init is also a method associated with the circle and this radius is attribute associated with this circle. Now we have another method. We will say circumference. And we need to connect it with object, so we'll use self and we know the formula for finding circumference which is 2 pi r. So we will say C is equal to 2 multiplied by pi which is 3.14 multiplied by self dot radius. So self dot radius means that we are referring to the radius connected with this class. So this self dot radius is this 1 and now we will print C. Let's create the instance of the C circle. O is equal to circle. Now let's call the method of this instant O. O period and the main of the method. It will be circumference and then you have to provide opening and closing parenthesis. But for now we don't provide it and just run the cell. You can see that we got an output saying it is a method bounded with circle, name circumference and location this is. So we need to provide open and closing parenthesis and now the output is 6.28. Now let's take another example and this time we find area of circle. I just copy this code and paste it here. I will define a new method I will say area. We have to connect with our class and then we will say AR as area. Then instead of writing 3.14, I will say PI equal to PI and then we have R square multiply by self dot radius square. Now we have to define the Pi is equal to 3.14 since the value of the Pi is constant. So we have to define it at the top. At here we have to write self Pi. Now we have to define an instant O1 with will be circle and find the area of the circle O1. O1 I will say 0 O1 area. Okay, we have to print it. So I will say print OR. So you can see that the output of 3.14 since radius was 1. So we got select Pi which was 3.14. Let's see, you want to change the value of radius for different circles. So you would say O2 having the same blueprint. So circle and now I have to change the value of radius. So I will write O2 and then name of the attribute, it will be radius is equal to 2. Now let's find the area of O2. O2 area is 12.56. Here you can learn how to change the value of an particular attribute for particular instance. Now we will discuss about inheritance. Now we discuss about inheritance. Inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the method and the properties from the other class. In Python we have two different kinds of classes. One is parent class and another one is child class. Parent class is also known as the base class and it is the class from which we inherit, or you can say from which a child class inherit, and a child class is also known as derived class. This is a class that inherit from another class which is parents class or base class. Remember that any class can be a child class or parent class. For example, let's take an example. I will say class of a person and I will define init function which will take three parameters: self, first name, last name, and we will say f name and l name, and we will say self dot first name equal to f name and self dot last name equal to l name. Let's create a method. So say define print name and just connect it to our class. We will print self dot print name and self dot last name. Just run this code and create an instance of this class. So I will say x is equal to person and we want to pass some parameters. So I will pass Raja as first name and Rastogi as last name or second name. Now let's call this method print name. So I will print x in print x dot print name. Now you can see that the output we got Raju Rastogi. To create a class that inherits the functionality from the another class, just send the parent class as a parameters. When write the child class, that means I will say class student and I will say person as a parameter. And this class will do nothing. Now this class is the child class inherited from the person class. So you just have to pass the name of the parent class as a parameter. to the child class. When you define the particular child class, I will inherit it as S. I will say so you just have to pass the name of the parent class as a parameter to the child class when you define the particular child class. Saying that head of function missing two required position argument f name and l name we have or inherit the property from the parent class. So this child class, no, I would say Mohan and Sharma. Now I print the name of the student. Yes, now you can see it shows that we have three different properties, two different attributes and one method. Here we not define any method or property in this student child class, but here in the parent class just use print name method and run this. You can see that the output print Mohan Sharma. Now we will discuss about Python iterators. Python iterator is an object that contains a countable number of values. In layman's term, you can traverse through all the values in the loop. In Python, if any Python type that can be used with for loop is a iterator. Python list, tuples, dictionaries and sets are all example of inbuilt iterator. Technically, an iterator is an object which implements the iterator protocol. Iterator have two methods. One is __iterator and another one is __next method.